Hey, what's up everyone, it's Patrick, and welcome to my guide to the temple at Senntisten quest on RuneScape 3. On screen right now is everything you need to prepare yourself. Most of this is pretty self-explanatory, so I only want to bring up two things. If you need the kudos for the Varrock Museum, I have a guide for that as well, which I'll link in the description below. One of the things you have to do in this quest is a full run of Barrows, meaning kill all 6 brothers, so be prepared for that. If you don't know what that means, it will be explained in the video. The stuff on this list, however, does already account for it. You should use magic, as most of the brothers are melee users, not water spells though, because you fight something else in this quest where you can't use them. The 3 Barrows amulets under items recommended allows you to skip killing 3 of the brothers. You can only use a maximum of 3 per run. Anyways, feel free to pause this if you need it, as I'm going to continue the video now. This video is brought to you by the awesome members of my Patreon. If you want access to some exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Enjoy the video, everyone. To start, go to the northernmost building in Narda, shown by a yellow marker on this map. You can get there using the Desert Amulet 2 or higher teleport, the Heart teleport, or Pulvniv Niche teleport, and take the Magic Carpet on the south side of town. Feel free to pause this if you need it, as I'm going to get into the quest now. Speak to Ali the Wise, select option 1 for a total of 3 times, accept the quest, then option 2. Go to the exam center by dig site. He should have given you Ali's pendant with that last chat option, which is just a dig site pendant. Right click it, choose teleport, then option 3, exam center. If you didn't get one, you could also use your own dig site pendant or the archaeology journal to get there. Head outside the exam center, speak to Dr. Nabanik, and select option 1 for a total of 3 times. Then options 2, 3, 4. Go back inside the exam center, find Terry Belando to the south, speak to him, and select option 1 for a total of 5 times to receive a restoration certificate. Speak to Dr. Nabanik again to receive a rope. Head north to the area shown by a yellow marker on this map, or you can right click Ali's pendant or dig site pendant, choose teleport, and select option 2, Senntisten Temple. Use the rope on the winch and click on it to climb down. Go into a room to the south. Speak to Azanadra and select option 1 for a total of 3 times, then option 2 twice. You should receive a ruined backpack. Open that to receive a battered letter and a heat globe, then read the battered letter. Close out a letter, then speak to Azandra again, then select options 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4. Now you have to do a full run of Barrows where you have to kill all 6 brothers. If you don't know what that means or how to do it, it will be explained in the video when we get there. If you already know, you don't really have to listen to this part. All of you should just know that you need to be prepared with your combat stuff I mentioned in the beginning of the video. But first, let's actually get there. It's in the southern part of Mauritania, and you can teleport there using the Dracus Medallion. Attune your Wars Retreat portal to Barrows if you have done it before. Games Necklace to Berg de Rot if you have it unlocked. Or worst case scenario, Camp half his lodestone and run from there. If you have to run through the swamp, there are ghasts that attack you and can potentially rot your food. You can bring a druid pouch with a couple of charges to counteract that, but if you run through it fast enough, you shouldn't lose more than 2 or 3 pieces of food. I do want to note your progress in Barrows does not reset if you leave. This potentially affects 2 things. One, if you have already started a run sometime in the past before you start this quest and you didn't finish it, you might have to finish that one and do it again to get what you need from here. 2, if you're having trouble and can't finish it in one trip, you could leave to get more supplies and come back. It's just not the most ideal thing to do because of how far it is. If you're still walking over here, it's okay, but I'm going to start explaining how this works for people that don't know. So there's 6 brothers you have to kill. There are technically 8 in total, but the other 2 are unlocked from other quests, so we're not going to worry about those. When you get here, you're going to see a little hill on top of each brother's tomb. You click the spade on top of this hill to go down, search the sarcophagus to get the brother to spawn, and you kill him. Repeat this for all the brothers. It shows you at the top all the brothers' names and which ones you killed. If you brought Barrows amulets, you can use it on the sarcophagus before searching it and before the brother spawns. It will allow you to skip that kill. You can use up to 3 per run, meaning if you use all 3, you only have to do 3 kills. The question then becomes, which 3 do you use it on? The answer is not as simple as you think, but on screen right now, I list it in order of what I think is the hardest brothers to fight to the easiest. So ideally, you want to use it on the top 3 on this list. You don't have to agree with me. You can use on whoever you want. They each have abilities, and I put an order from who I think has the most annoying ability, and also you should be using magic since 4 out of 6 of them are melee users. It puts you at a disadvantage to fight the range user Kirill, which is why he's number 3. You can switch him out for someone else if you chose to go with a different combat style. Also, if you're wondering why I didn't just list 3, it's because there's a possibility you might not be able to use it on one of the top 3, and whichever one that is will vary for each player. What happens is when you go to search any of the 6 sarcophagus or use a Barrows amulet on it, one of them at random won't spawn a brother and it won't let you use the amulet on it. Instead, you get a chat option saying you have found a hidden tunnel. Do you want to enter? If you get that option, ignore it for now. We are going to go down that tunnel, so remember which tomb it was in, but you need to kill the other 5 brothers first, and this last brother you still have to fight, but you're going to fight them later. So that's not optional, and you cannot use the amulet on that one. After you've killed the other 5 brothers and you're ready to go down tunnel, just go back to that tomb, but if you've never done it before, you may not actually want to go down yet as there's a bunch of aggressive monsters down there. You might want to let me explain how it works first before doing it yourself. When you're ready to go down, you would just search the sarcophagus and select option 1. Yeah, I'm fearless. This is a map of the area you're going to be in. You'll randomly be put into one of these rooms. Your goal is to get to the middle room. I'll put the map back up in a second, but if you just spin your camera around, you can find the middle room pretty easily. It's the one with the chest in it that you can open, and that should also give you an idea of which room that you're currently in. In each room, you can usually only open one of the 4 doors around you, which also means even if you get to a room next to the middle room, you might not be able to open that specific door. While you're spinning your camera around, you can also click with your mouse to figure out which of the 4 doors you can open to get into that room. Then you make your way towards that door. If you just follow whichever doors you can open while working your way towards that room, you'll get there eventually. This place only has 9 rooms. Worst case, they make you run a circle and it'll still take you less than a minute. The most annoying part about this though isn't the doors in the room, is that when you get to that last door that you can finally open to get to that middle room, you have to solve a puzzle to open that door. It's not that the puzzles are hard. In fact, I have all the solutions right here. It's more so the fact that there are aggressive monsters that attack you, which will close the puzzle, and when you attempt to open the door again, they'll give you a different puzzle. So the main issue is that you won't really have time to look at it. There are 2 things you could do here. Try to memorize what every solution looks like, which I personally don't think is difficult, and click on it as fast as possible when it comes up, or try killing the aggressive monsters first to get them off your back. That might not be the most ideal though, and keep in mind you still need supplies for the last brother you have to kill. You can't be in this room too long with monsters constantly attacking you and draining your supplies regardless of which way you look at it. When you're finally in that room, hopefully you listen to me and kill the other 5 brothers already. Open the chest, but do not search it. The 6th and last brother will spawn. You have to kill him first. After you kill him, then you can right click the chest and choose quick loot to claim your reward. If you did this correctly, you should receive the item that you need for this quest, which is called a Barrows icon. If you didn't get it, you either missed the chat option with Xanadra earlier, or maybe you did start another run previously and have to do another one. You can just teleport out of here. Ideally, you want to go to a bank because you do need to refill your combat supplies. When you're restocked and ready to go to this area north of Relica, shown by a yellow marker on this map. You can easily get there using the Fremennik province lodestone, enchant Lyre, or a house teleport to Relica if your house is there. Click on a canoe to travel in it. Go east until you reach a fortress with an ice block. Click on the pedestal outside to place your heat globe on there, which will shrink the ice block, allowing you to squeeze past it by clicking on that. So just do that. Run around to the south side and go inside the inner structure. To the west, climb the stairs. Go to the southeast corner. Climb down the stairs over here. To the northeast, scale the damaged wall. Head to the northwest corner. Climb down the smashed rampart. To the east, enter a trapdoor. Go to a room to the east. Take the heat globe off the radiant pedestal. Head west back to the first room. Click on the pedestal to the west to place the globe there. Go to the room to the west. While standing in this room, right-click the pedestal you just placed your globe on, select Telegrab Globe to use telekinetic grab on it, and get the globe in your inventory. Place the globe on the pedestal in this room. To the northwest, enter a trapdoor. Go to the room to the south. Pick up the globe off the floor. Head back to a room to the north. Place the globe on this pedestal. Go back to a room to the south. Loot the 2 crates here for 40 law runes and 300 air runes. Head to a room in the northeast corner. Take the globe from this pedestal to obtain an imperfect heat globe. Head back west. Climb up the ladder. Head to a room to the east. Ascend the stairs. To the west, scale the damaged wall. Go to the northeast corner. Use the imperfect heat globe on the smashed globe holder on the ground. Right-click the smashed pedestal on the ground and choose push to get a cutscene. Head to the northwest corner. Climb down the smashed rampart. To the east, enter a trapdoor and select option 1. Yes, carry on from where I was. Go to a room to the west and enter a trapdoor. Head east and follow the path until you see another pedestal with a heat globe on it, which should be in the room in the southwest corner. Take the globe off this pedestal in the southwest room. Go back the way you just came, so east down a northern path. Stop when you reach this corner and use the heat globe on the pipe on the south wall. Right click the pipe and choose whack. Follow the path west and go around to southeast corner. Climb up the ladder. Apparently, if you're in a group, you'll not receive any loot from the monster you have to fight next, so be sure to leave it if you're in one. Go all the way west and kill the ice demon. It's a pretty straightforward fight. It cannot be damaged by water spells, which is why I wrote not to use them in the beginning on the item list. It uses a mix of magic and range attacks if you want to use protection prayers against whichever one you're weaker against. Once he's dead, pick up the Frostenhorn that he drops. Make sure you get this and pick this up. This whole section was literally just for his one item. With the Barrows icon and Frostenhorn in inventory, use Ollie's pendant or dig site pendant and teleport to option 2, Senntisten Temple. You can also use the archaeology journal to get near there. Operate the winch to climb down. Head south to Azanadra. Speak to Azandra and select option 1 for every chat option. Go back to the entrance in the northwest corner. Climb up the rope to get out of here. Speak to the assassin and select option 1 for every chat option. Operate the winch to climb down. Head south to Azanadra. Speak to Azandra and select options 1, 5, 1, 2, 3. Speak to Azandra again and select option 1 twice. That is going to end the quest, But before I close out the video, I want to show you how to get the one thing we all did this quest for, curses. First, you need to read the ancient hymnal in your inventory, then take a few steps south and pray at the altar of Barrows, and you'll be given chat options whether you want to replace your prayers with curses or not. Obviously, pick yes if you want it. This is the place you want to come to if you need to switch to curses. If you want to go back to regular prayers, you could pray at this altar again or any other altar. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for future videos to come if you haven't already. There are also links in the description below for my Patreon, donation link, Twitter, and Discord where you can interact with me. Donations can also be directly made through YouTube now. Thanks option near like button below the video. Catch you later. Peace.